Three, two, one. Oh wait, that's not how it goes. Are you good?
Hello, hello. Oh, I think I might be coming through now. Dodged a bullet there. Hey, welcome
All right.
everyone. How's everybody doing? Great for everybody to join. Gonna be doing a little art stream. Arts in chat. I'm Louis. I'm gonna be drawing some stuff, and I'm joined, of course, by Fern, the lovely Fern.
Hello.
And we're gonna be talking. We're gonna be answering any questions. You know the shtick. If anybody's
Yeah.
new here, let us know. But otherwise, always good to see everybody in chat, hear your thoughts, and design some things together. Oh, I just realised we haven't got. There they are. There's my art. How's everybody? It's a pretty. I don't know what the weather's like where you are, Fern, but it's really grim here today. It's been raining all day.
It's just icy every
It's
day.
icy. Oh, okay.
It's not very nice, but like I said in the Discord, my room is a greenhouse, so no, there's no seasons here. It's just warm and humid.
Yeah. It's my house feels like a hurricane sometimes because there's just floorboards lifting up, wind coming through
Mm.
chimneys. No, it's not. It's not quite that bad.
It's giving, My Neighbor Totoro house vibes.
It's yeah, it's a bit like that. I saw an interesting video. There's a guy who buys these old. Well, he's bought one really old Japanese house, and
Mm.
answering questions about in the winter. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I mean it's -3 outside, but it's 8 degrees in the house." I was like, "Oh my word!" Like, I get cold when it's like I don't know. 15's pretty cold in a house, I reckon. Centigrade anyway. Sorry, I'm not too versed on Fahrenheit.
Oh,
So every day I'm grateful my house isn't 8 degrees.
yeah, it's the little things.
Um, I
Oh,
thought I'd play. I'm playing some rain from the game. Cracky can't hear. I thought I'd play some rain
oh.
just to match the rain outside, so you can hear what I'm hearing.
Well, that's okay. I'll put on rainy mood. It's the same,
Yeah,
right?
rainy mood. It might not be. It's not the exact game rain sounds, but I'm sure you'll be fine. So yeah, we've got a sad fella here. You might have seen this character in the trailer from maybe 10 months ago. It's been a little while now from the trailer that we dropped last summer. Because believe it doesn't feel like spring at the moment, but at least according to some people, it's spring. I think spring begins on the 23rd. I don't know about anybody else. Or the 22nd. I think that's
Mm.
geographical spring.
Geographical spring is my new
Um,
username.
but it never feels like spring early March, not for me anyway. It's usually still just as cold as February, and sometimes it can be cold through April as well, at least here in the UK.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm just ready for everyone here to expect spring to come in April and then be shocked when it snows again, like it does every year.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh,
Hi, Alex. Hi, Kenny. Hi,
welcome in,
Rabbit.
everyone. So yeah, hopefully, so this character is. So the idea in the game is that there's like a thing, there's a presence, there's a feeling, there's an energy. It's called
A vibe.
stagnancy, a vibe, and it just means that it's a sad energy. It's like it's not a good thing, but it's it is what it is, and it just stops plants from growing. It makes things still. It slows things down, which you can use to your benefit if you want. You can get like. I'm not sure what it would be called, but like rocks that are like coated in stagnancy is the idea, and you can use it to stop certain plants getting too big, if that's
Oh, use it on your Monstera that's growing out of your house.
exactly. Many applications. But these guys will visit your garden, and they'll park themselves somewhere, and they won't move until you give them you have a word with them, you talk with them, you discuss things, you lift their spirits. And the area around them they'll slow down because they'll be carrying that sort of sadness with them, and that makes your plants sad too. And you want to try and keep things happy in the garden. At least that's the idea. So this one is lonely. This is the lonely spirit.
I didn't expect to relate so much to this.
So, curling up, feeling, that they could use some company. And so you can go over to the spirit and talk to them and try and make them feel less lonely is the idea. But there's going to be 6 different, and I might do multiples for each, but for now this is the only artwork that exists because it's still sort of a feature that's a little bit later on. We could be drawing Fern. I don't know if Fern is the lonely spirit, but there is 5 more spirits, so maybe some of you connect to some of these. So the other ones are, there's going to be an angry spirit who I think could be quite fun to draw. They're just generally angry at the world, pessimistic.
That's the Batman villain spirit.
Yeah. There's apathetic, who's just doesn't want to do anything, just not feeling it that day. I'm sure we can all relate to that one. There's arrogant, who's just kind of like, they're not sad, but they're just being a bit of a, they're being a bit full of themselves. They're being a bit toxic, There's confused, who sort of just has no idea what's going on.
Also a vibe.
And needs directing, I suppose. And then the last one is useless, and that's not that the spirit themselves is useless, but they're just feeling useless. They feel like maybe they're not valued, or they don't have, they're not able to contribute anything. They feel like they haven't got their place. So sort of similar to lonely maybe, but not quite. So yeah. Most of these describe me somehow. I mean, we've all been there, right? I mean, it's a system of empathy, is the idea, and they'll respond differently to the different stats that you have, depend on how certain dialogue trees will influence them, and the different spirits will respond to. Some of them need a big pick me up, some of them just need to talk about themselves, so on and so forth. So yeah, but really just quite simple artwork. I mean, just silhouetted. I don't know if you saw in the game, but they're really just I kind of draw. I mean, with this one, I've drawn kind of once, and then just basically draw them 5 or 6 more times, and then it kind of wobbles around. It's sort of do you know what rhubarb and custard is, Fern? The TV show.
Yeah, maybe
it's just an English thing. I don't know if anybody.
I just googled rhubarb because I can't spell. Oh, it's also a candy.
We got the new follow thing. It just came up.
Oh my god!
So that's the first ever follow from Laura. I'm sorry, I missed the name. I got too excited. Maybe
Hi, Laura.
I need
Good to see
to.
you.
But yes, thanks so much for following. We do have that now. So if you follow, Tabber will do his little walk. It took me a while to figure out how to green screen that, so I'm hoping it pays off. I don't know. Maybe you can unfollow and refollow. Maybe that way. I don't know. But no, don't do that. Don't spam. See, I don't know if there's anyone in particular you guys want to have a stab at. I was thinking maybe for useless would be quite fun if they were just like, I'm not sure which way round, but just like lying on the ground.
Yeah, like oh wait, where have I seen this before? I feel like there. Maybe I'm just thinking of the something went wrong Tabble scene. But like he kind of like T-posed on the ground.
I wasn't gonna do I was gonna do almost like straight on. Do you know like I was thinking maybe they're gonna look a little bit like they've died or something. So you're thinking kind of like that, if you can imagine it.
Yeah, kind of.
I was thinking maybe, do you know like in Arrested Development, Michael Cera's character just falls on the floor and is just kind of like this.
That sounds like Michael Cera. Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe.
They're just doing the yoga, pose.
Is there a yoga pose where you just lie on the ground?
Yes. Louis, are you telling us that you've never done yoga before?
I've done yoga, but I do.
At the end of the yoga session, you lay on the floor for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Meditate.
I've only ever do my vague version of what I think a sun salutation should be done in the morning sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
But it gets the muscles going. So.
Yeah.
So the question, I'm not sure whether to have them. Volgrohic. Nice. Thanks for the follow. Hey, this is paying off. I like this.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad I threatened you to do. I mean,
Yeah, we
pushed
had
you in this direction.
it was Fern's idea. I totally forgot it was a thing you could do. But yeah, I don't know whether to have the character sort of like. It's almost kind of funny if they're just like staring into the sky like this.
Yeah, exactly. Like
But then
they're
at the
looking
same time,
back
maybe
there.
their face is in the ground and they just don't want to see the world. But I think I'm
Ooh.
leaning towards like
Both are very valid.
both are valid. Maybe there could be multiple ones. I'm thinking with angry, maybe they almost wouldn't look human. But I'm not too
Just
sure.
like a blob that's like
Yeah.
leaking out everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I probably won't give them mouths, but it's kind of like if they did have a mouth, it would be kind of like this, right? Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll leave it on there for now. I don't know. There we go. One that peeks out under a log, a pot or a log. I was thinking of having a character that kind of hides, that like I don't know, steals your stuff or something, and you have to go and like find and he hides behind things. But I don't know. I had the idea because some people's items were disappearing through playtesting, and I thought maybe it wasn't a bug. Maybe there's a character walking around taking their stuff. Yeah, I guess the obvious thing, it'd be like Swiper's swiping, right? Raccoon is the immediate thing that came to my mind. But yeah, I don't know, just an idea. I may or may not do it, because maybe that's, I don't want the game to be frustrating. Yeah, a magpie is maybe a better idea. That hadn't occurred to me. Yeah, I like that though. And they're kind of bandit coloured, aren't they? They've got the black and white thing going.
Mm.
Oh, am I looping the same track over and over? I think I might be. Let me just loop or loop one and no loop.
Depicted Louis slowly losing his mind.
Slowly losing my mind. I was on loop one and I wanted loop all. My bad. There you go. There's a person lying down on the ground. I might come back to that though. But yeah, and then equally maybe. Equally, maybe they're lying. I mean, this artwork kind of, you just need to. There you go. Now they're lying the other way. Easy. Art's easy, guys.
Yeah, work smart, not hard.
But yeah, something like that. I don't know, that's just one that came to mind. For the magpie character, there are nests that you find over the place that glint with possible shinies. Yeah, and it kind of comes into because there's already things in the game that kind of try to grab your attention, and you see more of them as your perception stat goes up. So maybe it could be another thing that plays into that. I'm not sure.
Maybe you have to climb up into a tree.
Yeah, exactly, something like that. Chase them around treetops. I'm not sure. But again, we're a long way off from that.
But I mean, with this smart working, the sky's the limit.
The sky is the limit. I added temperature today to the game, which was quite fun.
Oh.
Just sort of on a whim. The maths almost made me lose it, because it's like a bell curve, right? I don't know. I didn't do very well in maths. Actually, I did surprisingly well, considering I basically flunked all my classes, but then I managed to actually do okay in the final test. I'm not sure how I did that, but I pulled through in the end. But I was sat by a window and I would just watch blackbirds or magpies out the window. I would do that.
Yeah, now you get to potentially incorporate them into a video game.
Exactly.
It worked out.
Oh, we have a follow from Glow Junjun. Thanks for the follow. Thanks.
Welcome in. Yeah, well, you know, now with the temperature and with the spirits, this is a horror survival game at this point.
Well, yeah, we're having. I mean, there's
rebrand.
nothing at the moment that's like, oh, I'm gonna freeze to death or something. But yeah, it adds. You can log into the game and you can kind of see how cold it is, and it just gives you a sense of the place, I suppose. But I would quite like to do some kind of system where you know, your clothes get wet or something, I don't know, and then you can go by a fire and dry off or something like that. I think that would be kind of cool. I almost want to unfollow to follow again. Everybody, you can do it once. We'll allow it.
I don't know if it will.
Does it? I think you have to. I think it does, doesn't it? I don't know. Maybe there's a time, like a certain amount of time that you need to. Not sure.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Okay, so the other characters. I'm trying to think. Thinking about angry. I'm not sure. I kind of like maybe like a really big head.
Oh yeah, like your head is gonna blow.
Maybe. I don't know.
Blue Rabbit asks, do you work on a game design document with all that the key art, or do you just work just like that?
I tried. I kind of, I don't know. I feel like when I started the game, I created a bunch of rules that I was like, this is how everything needs to work, and then I just stopped following them, and I think everything was better for it. But then at the same time, just recently, I've started reintroducing rules that actually sort of apply to what I'm doing, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I think people can kind of get lost in, you know, when you're starting a project, you're like, instead of actually creating work, you're just like creating all these rules that your future work, and that kind of feels like you're doing work, which is kind of what I was doing, I suppose. But I never used to do it, but I felt like, oh, now that the game is sort of coming into its third year or whenever it was when I redid the artwork. So I guess, you know, you should create rules, design documents and things as they, you know, as they actually serve you, I think is the important thing. But things like, you know, I did things with colours, and I realised that colours actually are, you know, you kind of need I needed the full breadth of the colour wheel to really do what I wanted to do, as opposed to having a very strict palette. But then with perspective, I realised I needed a few more things like, you know, so I will be going through with these guys and fixing their perspective up later. Anyway, hope that makes sense. It probably just grabs the new follow information and plays an alert. Yeah, does someone try it. Someone try it. I dare you. We won't tell you off. So I do like the idea of a big head and like a really, I mean, it needs to look angry, right?
Yeah.
But then I'm not too sure about the arms.
Just have them be like.
This is maybe like out here or something. Yeah, I don't know. I can kind of see it in my head, but almost like if I can get it so that. But then there isn't going to be a mouth is the thing. So portraying that kind of angriness, it's going to be a little tricky. Do you know those, what are those like lucky dolls that they have in Japan that look like a really angry head? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? They're like red and black, and they've got a moustache. I think it begins with a D. Daruma, that's it. Yeah. I'm kind of almost picturing that.
Love how Laura just like knew that. There's no problem.
I don't think they're necessarily angry, but they can be.
Yeah, I see this.
But they bring good luck. Oh, there's one.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense if you live in Japan.
Yeah. So maybe it's less that. Maybe it's more so like. Maybe they are just one big head. I'm not sure. I might need to come back to this one. I can kind of see it in my head, but they look grumpy, but maybe not. But not all of them look grumpy. I mean, I kind of opened up a few here. Some of them don't have eyes, which is kind of a bit funny. I wonder if there's kind of a tradition to it. Like the ones with eyes and the ones without eyes mean different things. I'd need to look that. Well, okay, that's a lot of them.
Yeah.
But like, do you know what I mean? Like this one looks more kind of shocked than, and this one looks. I mean, he looks totally out of it. But they don't all look angry. They all look quite serious, though. They are quite serious.
Mm.
You paint one eye, make a wish. Oh, amazing! Oh, it's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad I know that now. That's really cool. Because I know, like with the lucky cat, so I actually have one, but it's a little bit out of reach. I know that the gold and the depending on which paw means different things. Oh, that's cool that you draw the eye on. Do they always come with no eyes, or can you buy them with eyes?
Maybe it's a bad sign if they already have eyes. Like, maybe it's just like a
Maybe.
fake
Can't buy a second-hand one, maybe.
Yeah, what does the meaning become then?
I mean, I like the idea of one being a big blob, even if they're not angry. So maybe I'll.
Maybe that's just useless. You know, like not really. Don't really
Yeah.
feel like you can do anything, just blobbing around.
There's a character in my game Kingdom Kai who's just a really big blob, and his whole thing is to just make you waste time. But it was quite fun to add to the game because it is a metaphor for not. Oh, Jotson raided with a party of 24. Is this our first raid?
I don't know.
I don't know if I've ever been raided.
What do we
before.
do? Nobody panic. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
This is a professional stream where we do real streamer things. Like have follow
Yeah.
alerts on, but not raid alerts.
Welcome everyone. Oh,
Yeah,
amazing.
welcome in.
Oh, I made the text too
Yeah.
small. Sorry, we've just added alerts. So that was it Delelipa? Just follow.
Welcome in.
I'm really sorry if I said that wrong, but welcome in everyone.
Yeah. What do we do? Hi everyone. We talk about Kronk too much on the stream. So if you're into that, then welcome in.
We do. The Kronk does come up, but usually,
Yeah.
you know, it's not forced. It's
No, he never. He's always naturally making
Yeah.
his way into the conversation. Anyway.
yeah. So
Yeah,
it's,
so, okay. Sorry.
it's
go on.
quite Miyazaki having this kind of. I guess it's a bit like No Fit, but like having quite realistic proportioned legs and things, and then have the head be. I quite like that as an aesthetic. His eyes are too big. I don't know if he'd be angry. I mean, if he was, he'd look like this. Which other ones do we have? Apathetic, arrogant, confused. He could be arrogant, maybe.
Mm. Should we do a quick little recap of what's going on
What on earth is going on?
with these spirits?
So these are like characters that visit your garden, and they're just spirits who have kind of lost their way, is the idea. So this is the lonely spirit, who I designed quite a while ago, and then we were just thinking about the useless spirit, who just feel, not that they are useless, but they feel useless. And the idea is that you talk to them and you figure things out with them, and hopefully take that negative energy that they brought to your garden and take it out of the garden, and make the spirit happier for it. That's kind of the idea.
And no worries at all, Johnson. Please don't apologize. How was your stream, by the way? We're just this doesn't happen to us a lot.
There is no groove, I promise you, except Emperor's New Groove.
The next stream title will be Louis' New Groove. But yeah, no, I am not drawing. I'm just here. I just exist here to watch Louis do his great work, and just here to support. I feel like they're judging me. Look at those eyes.
I think I prefer this. This is kind of like.
Oh, thanks so much, Johnson.
Oh, thanks for wish listing. Do we have the little wish list thing that comes up in chat? Does that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, everything's coming in. We raided. We got the little follower thing.
Yeah, it's really starting to come together, huh?
Like real people.
Actually, when did I need to look into when we started the stream and see when our maybe we can do a little celebratory stream or something at some point.
Like it's been a year since.
Yeah. I don't think
when did we
it's
start?
been a year though.
I mean, it was like no, it's not been a year. I reckon it was like June. My money would be on June. Could have been July.
Yeah, considering I didn't work here or with you in June, it would probably August. It's August. No, 21st of July. Wow.
Oh, July. Okay, late July.
Yeah.
All I can remember is it being insanely hot.
Yeah. Yeah, and your PC had a great time.
Yeah.
Trying to survive. See a little bit of Kronk in this character, Jaja or Jaja. Let me know. I can see it.
Thanks for the follow. Yeah, a little bit of
Welcome
Kronk.
in, everyone. If Kronk was an egg.
I don't know if it's Kronk energy though. I feel like
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe this is the arrogant one.
I could see this in Elden Ring or something.
Yeah.
Totally meet somebody like this. So.
I did end up buying Elden Ring, and I'm having a good time with it.
Oh yeah, what's your character like? Tell us about your
I haven't
character.
gotten very far. I'm like level 15 or something. I always make like really old men. I don't know why in games, like big beards. But I'm enjoying kind of like having a big stick, because you can kind of stand pretty far away from things and tickle them with the stick. So that's kind of my vibe. I've been running around prodding things and having a good time with it. It's a gorgeous game.
As you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. Hi, Bostonian. Bostonian asks or says, so I love all your art and the game is amazing looking. Is there any way for those of us who did not support you in Kickstarter to play the game too?
All I can say right now is stay tuned, because it shouldn't be long now. Yeah, give the game a wish list anyway. But if you're on the Discord especially, you should get updates there. I think that's the best thing you can do for now, and you'll hear it there first, I imagine.
so secretive. We're being just as mysterious as the spirits.
I do wonder what would his hands be doing? I almost feel like he should be eating something, but I don't know what.
Ooh. Do spirits eat? What kind of food do spirits eat? You know.
I feel like he'd have a little bowl of something. And he's just eating out of his bowl.
Oh yeah, little bowl. Love that.
Yeah, this has kind of come together accidentally.
Yeah, do you think he has like little hands as well? Like
Yeah, very little hands.
they just kind of stick out.
But maybe like really strong biceps. I don't know.
That's me when I start actually knowing what to do in the gym. It's very intimidating. I figured out the legs, and now I am dying to figure out what to do with my arms. But you know.
It's usually most people. It's usually the other way around, isn't it? People are.
Yeah, well, at least like it seems like that's. I don't know if it's like a guy thing to skip leg day, but it's, yeah, it's the opposite.
I need. Does anybody know? I need like another exercise, like a bodyweight exercise, other than squats, because like that it can only. I'm bored of doing squats. I can't. I need to shake things up. But I don't know what else to do.
Sun salutations.
Yeah, I don't know. Got to get me out of breath though, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you could do burpees if you want to be out of breath.
The trouble is that going back to my house, is that I can't do any exercises that involve me jumping around because the whole house shakes. I do planks. Does that do your legs though?
I mean, Louis, do you not engage your leg muscles when you do it?
I don't know, maybe I do. I've got no idea. Lunges. I don't know how you do. Do you just lunge?
Yeah, I guess you can do like, I don't know how much space you have, but you could do like weighted lunges where you like walk across the room in lunges, or maybe you just
I have a decent amount of, because the bedroom is actually it's wider than it is because it's the whole width of the house. So I've got like maybe, I don't know, 4 meters. Is that enough space?
Yeah, I guess, you know, or you just like do one and then turn around.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I just stick to.
Yeah, or you could just do lunge. That's like, you know, you step back and then you come back to where you were. Or you step back with the other leg, you know.
Oh, okay.
Air bicycles. Not sure the exact name. What would that be? Like when you lay on your back? And Google's tried to have me Google air bike.
I think I might do air bikes already, actually. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah,
Aren't they like crunches?
yeah, kind of with your legs going like a bicycle, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I'm kind of, I default to watching the stream, which gives me a bit of delay.
Okay.
It's just so I can see the chat. So sometimes I catch up with Louis' like reactions
I
or
see.
things in the yeah.
Okay, I feel like he's kind of. I'll come back to this chap, but I feel like he works quite well for arrogant, even though we were meant to be drawn angry.
Oh, he's judging us with his little bowl.
He just needs to be humbled.
Yeah.
him and his bowl. confused. I don't know. I guess in my head they'd be looking at the sky.
Yeah.
Maybe they could have a long face. A lot of the... I was saying earlier about the character for Kingdom Car. That's one of my favourite characters. But yeah, this does take me back to... I kind of enjoy drawing people with very unusual heads. I think it's a good genre.
Yeah. Need to have some variety in the shapes.
The best genre. Don't want him too freaky though.
Yeah, if you go too far, he might look like one of those like cage heads from Bloodborne. I forget what they're called. They have like these like long cage things on their head.
They just are a cage.
Yeah, are they though?
Despite all their
Cage
rage.
head. Despite all the... Mensis cage. Oh, that's just the cage. This hexagonal iron cage suggests their strange ways. The cage is a device that restrains the will of the self, allowing one to see the profane world for what it is. Well, that's not a vibe. I'm closing out of it.
Yeah, I rely quite a lot. I rely quite a lot on my will of myself. So, the will of myself. So, it'd be a
It'd
shame.
be kind of hard to make the game without. Bloodborne is a deep game, Bostonian. Oh my god, Megamind.
When I saw just the shadow, all I could think of was Megamind. Oh, with the head. I see. I've not seen that film.
Oh really? I quite enjoyed Mega Man. It was like it surprised me.
Yeah, I've heard it's like better than a film about a dude with a very big head should be. Saw Megamind meme about Elden Ring recently. That's an overlap.
The worlds collide. So we were talking about Elden Ring earlier, but I don't think I asked what class you ended up picking. Are you a magic person or are you a...
I told you I got a stick. I'm a stick person. Does the class you...
But that doesn't explain anything because you could have a stick for both purposes.
I don't know. Is the class you pick at the beginning? Does that matter? I thought.
Well,
I thought it just kind of gives you a starting.
Yeah. You can make up your own class if you want. If you want.
Yeah. No, I picked the one that has that big card metal board around their around their neck. Yeah.
Okay.
Which comes with a big stick, which is why I got into the. But I tried the knight dude as well. It's not called a knight, but I wasn't feeling it as much. Prophet, yeah, I think it was the prophet. Yeah, but I feel like I'd like to have D&D classes. Usually in D&D when I have played, I like to go like, I always like healing classes, but like healing classes that wear like armor. I think that's like cool.
The paladin.
Yeah, exactly. But and bards are cool too. I like bards. Bards are vibes.
Yeah.
But I haven't played D&D in a long while.
Yeah.
What's a Vard? Is that just a... Ah, okay. Look at my keyboard. Is B next to V? Yes, it is. Ah, okay. I'm curious, which platform is better for compensating the artists, creators of games, itch or Steam? Oh, better for compensating. I mean, itch you get as much as you can. There's a slider and you can choose if you give itch 100% of money or 0% of money. So it's totally up to you in that regard. And they have like an advisory. We'd like 10%, which is which is fair. And then industry standard, of course, is about 30%. So, but it swings and roundabouts though, because with Steam, it's all about, most people are on Steam, and so you get the network effect. And if you buy on Steam, then maybe it boosts the game's stats on Steam, and then it brings it to more people on Steam, stuff like that. So
Yeah,
I honestly couldn't tell you. I think the thing that compensates me the best is making sure you're happy. So buy the one that you're gonna get the most out of. If you use Steam, get it on Steam. I think that would be wise. But Itch is really cool. I really like Itch.
Yeah.
And I hope they stay independent for a little while longer. After, Bandcamp just got bought out, which...
Oh my god, yeah, isn't that weird?
which I didn't see... Well, I don't know. I knew it was going to happen, because, I don't know, is there an example of anything that's been good forever? I don't know, like, everything gets bought out eventually.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it would be so quick, I think, is the only thing. But I'm cautiously optimistic about the whole thing, because that's all I can be.
Yeah, for sure.
But it does, I've got my my soundtracks up on Bandcamp, and it just sort of makes you think about, I guess there isn't, I guess there isn't another platform, is there, for music? Well, there's SoundCloud, I guess, but sort of just as a space where you want to upload. I mean, even SoundCloud isn't owned by anybody particularly big, so sort of the idea of uploading your own stuff to a corporation as big as, I mean, everybody touts out Epic as, I guess they are pretty big now with Fortnite and everything, but I couldn't tell you how big they were. Probably pretty big. But yeah, I guess other than SoundCloud, it doesn't seem like there's somewhere in that space. I just don't know whether culturally it's going to still feel cool and appropriate to upload, self-publish on Bandcamp, or whether it will become more of a platform for sort of the indie artists somewhere between, very popular and not very popular, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just a thought. But yeah, grab my soundtracks, they're free.
Woo! But also, give Louis money challenge 2022.
Yeah.
But
Please.
also, not kidding.
I like this little character. I think he's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not too Slender Man-y. He's still got a little bit of appeal.
No, yeah, no, I wouldn't say he's Slender Man. He's just a little bit, he's a tall giant.
Tall chap.
Yeah.
Buy my mixtape.
Yeah, exactly.
There was a time, I don't know if I've said this on stream, but I used to I've totally wiped it off online now. So yeah, but I used to do solo music. Oh, sorry. If you search Carrot Cake on Bandcamp, you get it's just my old games music.
For it.
My old music that I used to do that was like me on guitar or something. But there was this Ukrainian. I think it was a Ukrainian piracy website. Uploaded it for free, and loads of people thought they were getting a really good deal, but they didn't realize that it was for free anyway. So for a short period of time, I actually had a following in Ukraine, which still to this day trickles along on Last FM ever so slightly. Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Yeah. Now you can do music. And it'll come up.
It might not be your. It's not like you're not gonna put it on like, it's game music, so it soundtracks events. But hopefully the Garden Path stuff should, I guess, hopefully be on Bandcamp eventually. Let me go back to my list. Angry. I don't know. I feel like a big head is the thing to do. Maybe a big head in a really. I feel like a big head in a really little body is going to look unusual no matter what. I'm not sure. Like if this is their head, I don't know. And then like they've got this tiny little body here.
I have this like visual in my head of like their body being like kind of like jagged, but it's animated, so like it kind of moves a little bit as if like it's bursting with rage.
Yeah, I know what you mean actually. Yeah, that could be fun. Yeah. Teeming with rage. Useless, arrogant. So the only ones we haven't done is apathetic and angry. Yeah. Apathetic could just be like chilling out, just
chilling out.
vibing
It's your like your emo boy vibe, like he doesn't care about the world.
Yeah. Lounging on a rock. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, angry. So almost like their body is kind of like this.
Yeah.
And then it kind of like goes in and out, something like that.
Yeah, but not too like obviously, if it was too intense of an animation.
Not too intense. No.
Super. Yeah, no, it's still a cozy, relaxing game. Not trying to jump scare people.
Yeah, it's not going to look messed up. Kind of just going back to this guy now. Maybe if I draw the eyes, I'll sort of. I guess you could. Maybe I could sort of reverse the eyes and then you get like a. Oh, what have I done there?
Like a cozy ball of rage. Exactly.
Yeah.
Everything's cozy. We promise. It's so cozy.
Promise.
We're all having a good time.
Pretty angry as things go.
Oh my god.
How do you get an angry gardener? Put an angry spirit in their garden patch.
Oh my god, what would they do? Destroy all your crops? Oh. That would make me angry. Pixie says maybe a teardrop-shaped head. Oh, like a balloon.
It's like one of those Dragon Quest blobs, isn't it?
Oh. Yeah. Oh, but this works because it's almost like an onion. But then it would be more sad, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. Looks like a fire. Yeah, it looks a bit like what's his name from Howl's Moving Castle? Calcifer, yeah. I think his name's Calcium. Is fire the opposite of calcium?
I'm not sure about that one.
Like a fire spirit. Yeah. I do want arms and legs though, is the only thing. Could be just sitting out like this. But probably not.
feel like maybe just like, they could be standing, but they have these like super tiny little legs. And their arms are also so tiny that they're kind of like, they just go straight out, but they're very little, so it's not like a T pose or anything. It's just like the way that they are.
Well,
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's
Like
almost
two
too
little
cute.
sticks. Yeah.
It'd be a bit like this, and then his arms would.
Hi, sketchy. Yeah, the one with the long head has sketchy energy because he's very tall. He's lanky.
With the long head.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's ready to start a fire. Clap his hands together and just make it happen.
He's a fire starter, a punking instigator. Maybe like, bring it down here. I just like this. Daruma is giving me good luck. I'm enjoying having him there. I'm thinking maybe it's like a flame, but like a really, really tall flame. Probably doing this wrong. I need a bigger brush, I think. I feel like this guy. I keep looking back at him. He's okay. I feel like he's. I get his shape right. Kind of makes me laugh. Maybe you should have. I don't know. Do I have his hand?
I love that you don't name your layers. It makes me feel very validated and happy.
We don't name layers. We do. I hold R and then select them. That's what. I do sometimes name layers, of course.
Oh, yeah, sometimes if
Yeah.
if you have to share the PSD or the file, so. but otherwise,
No, for like game stuff, like there's lots of it can get lost in the mix.
oh
When
yeah,
it's
for
just
sure.
with something like this, it's dead easy to. Everything's just kind of on its own little thing.
Yeah.
Hey Sparrow. Backtracking a bit, I'm trying to multitask too much. With itch, you're not just compensating the creator of whatever you're buying. Sorry, I should speak up a bit more. With itch, you're not just compensating the creator of whatever you're buying, but money going to itch supports all the other creators who are using it because what they're doing is outside Steam's remit, or too niche to earn enough to make. Too niche. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. It's important to support the ecosystem of itch, I think, and there's a lot of interesting, cool stuff on itch. And people who make games, no matter how weird, I think, deserve to get that. Deserve to find their audience at least. I mean, I probably wouldn't be where I am today without itch. So. I definitely want to. I definitely feel like they should have arms and legs. I don't know about the little. I don't know about the little arms. I feel like that's too. It's too cute. I'm still not sure. Maybe they don't have legs, but they do have.
Really hench, muscly arms.
Yeah, just I wasn't gonna do that, but let's move.
Maybe they move around on their arms, like they don't have legs, so they
Like they have hands like this.
like a Pokemon.
They're doing a little handstand all the time.
Oh my god.
Maybe they've got hands, but something like that. Sort of crossed arms, but no legs. It's difficult when it's like when you're drawing a chair, it's like you can do anything, but when you're drawing an angry, stagnant garden spirit. There's many
I'm
more
I'm gonna
options.
gonna put that on as a quote. When you're drawing a chair, you could do anything. You know how like on movie they have if you go to an actor's page, they just have like a quote that they said, and yours would just be, if you're drawing a chair, you could do anything.
Don't let your chairs be dreams. Because I still like the idea of I like the idea of them having the spiky body. Although they are kind of more generally, they're kind of like the air, I suppose. I mean, I haven't really drawn this chap like the air, but they will eventually sort of be more like, you know, more like this. More airy fairy. Which works quite well with the sort of the flame.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I don't know, what would an angry person be doing in a garden?
Stomping.
Stomping around. Maybe they
Yeah.
need big feet. Maybe someone with really big feet. Like do the opposite, really big feet, but very tiny head. I don't know what would that look like. Like their head would be like that, and I don't think that would work. And then their feet would be like this. I'd like arms coming out like this. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. A foot tapper. Yeah, tapping their feet. Sort of impatient. I do like. I like the maybe like a. No, that's kind of creepy with a long thin head. They could just have a body like the others do. Let me do a quick duplication.
Sorry, I feel like I should be saying more, but today I'm just getting so like mesmerized in the like meditative state of the brush.
Of the brush.
Of,
The
you know,
brush in
yeah,
particular.
the brush's movement.
It is fun to draw stuff where you can be a bit more kind of flowy with the brush, I guess.
I don't know, it's like kind of like he's leaning on on a wall or something.
Oh yeah, he's like a
Leaning on a tree, like just tempting its fate with his fire. Oh, yeah, Pixie, please get some rest.
Oh, always good to have you
Sorry.
joining us, Pixie.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for staying up. Yeah, I'm glad you agree, Amethyst. It's because I feel bad, but like, it's just, you know, we're all just here like staring.
It is just thinking about Pixie going to bed. It's British summertime is coming up. I can't believe it's already
Oh my god, yeah.
imminent. But
Yeah, it's weird, right? Like when the US like changes before everyone else, and
although didn't the news just come out today that
Yeah.
they're getting rid of it in the US, I think.
yeah,
So that's cool. And I think we were going to do it in the UK, but then we left the EU because it was an EU thing, I think. So it didn't happen. But yeah, I don't know if that makes it more or less easy for people on the other side of the world.
yeah. 'Cause, you know, obviously here it makes a bit more sense because you get such short days in the winter, so it would make sense to move backwards a little bit.
Yeah.
But oh, has he got like combat boots or something?
he's less angry and more like I don't know, more like he's a member of a motorbike gang or something. Yeah, I don't know. And with apathetic as well. Um, I want to kind of. Oh, can I increase my canvas?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm running out of space. I don't know how
The
big this
gang,
canvas is.
the gang's all here.
I can. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apathetic. I want to give them. Maybe they could have a triangle for a head.
Ooh.
Time to go give my bunny a hop. I'm not sure what that means. Is that? Are you taking your bunny for a walk?
Yeah, you gotta let them out of the cage.
Oh, I
every
see.
now
I
and
see. I
then,
see.
give them some, have them do some lunges or
Some squats.
yeah, some squats. Thank you so much for hanging out, Amethyst.
Thanks for
Have a
joining
good
us.
time
Yeah, you
hopping
bet.
along. Yeah, I had a bunny once, and then we also got a guinea pig, and the bunny she didn't really like our guinea pig, but he was very affectionate and loving. So it was kind of a weird dynamic. And then anytime we'd open up the fridge, he would absolutely lose his mind and make the most high-pitched, loud noises you can imagine.
Sorry, what
knew
did the
it was
guinea
in there.
pig or the?
Yeah, the guinea pig. Yeah, that was it.
Poor thing.
Yeah. God, could you imagine if you let him loose on the open fridge? It would be mayhem.
What do you think was causing the distress?
I think it's just he just knew that that's where the good stuff was, and yet he was stuck all the way over in the living room.
Yeah, I feel that. I don't want to go too geometric with the heads. I do want them to feel like they are real heads, but a bit of an egghead there. I think the triangle one is the best so far.
Yeah, it looks like he's wearing like a little party hat.
Could be a little hat. Why not?
You're at a birthday party, but yet you feel empty inside.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't. I got the notification that the pins they've been made, and they're on their way. For
So
anybody
exciting.
who's anticipating their pins, which is really good news. And yeah, I was telling Fern earlier that I bought some insane amount of Jiffy bags this morning. So things the wheel is rolling. Hopefully we'll get things shipped out. Maybe even the end of next week would be really good if we could do that. If everything works out.
That's I would say that's like a very quick turnover time for a Kickstarter reward, in my experience at least. 'Cause,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have one Kickstarter that I backed where they're encountering so many issues with the company that makes or actually produces the items that
Okay.
there's all of these problems. I just feel so bad for the person with the Kickstarter because
It's
Yeah.
I mean we're fortunate that we don't have the product I guess isn't reliant on the game at least isn't reliant on a supply chain, so if
yeah.
it's just me. Well, it's not just me. I got some help, a little help from my friends,
Yeah.
and it's been good with things that are beyond my own coding abilities to use some of the sales money to get people on board has been really good.
For sure.
I don't know if with the leg up it's a little bit kind of... it might be. But that's kind of what you... I feel like having both legs down, maybe. Oh, maybe both legs up. Yeah, I think that's the vibe.
Maybe, yeah.
That's the answer.
And that would make a triangle shape too, and it would match the head.
Yes, very true. Give it little bubbles on the knees as well. There you go.
Yeah, you have to decorate your knees. Decorative knee pads.
Yeah, this one's just like... Whatever.
Do one, I
Whatever.
guess.
Yeah, I don't mind the head. I think it's okay. Maybe the head's too big. I think it might be too big. Sometimes when I go back and watch the stream, I realise most of it is just my keyboard noises. So I've got...
I mean, I'm sure there are keyboard lovers.
Maybe.
Just listening.
I've got Cherry MX Browns, I think, if anybody
Me too.
get... Have you got the browns? I don't think...
Yeah, we're matching.
I used to have the reds, and then...
Yep, same.
We did the same thing.
Yeah, I wanted to get the red silent ones, but they didn't come with the
Silent ones? Are they like padded or something?
Yeah, I guess so. Like they're supposed to be silent, which would be good, at night. but instead, I'm just a real gamer with real loud keyboards.
This game, I guess it depends on the game, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Even a shooter or something, you'd be doing a lot of strafing, I suppose.
Yeah.
A lot of WASD in. And then if you're like a StarCraft player with like 170 APM or something.
Yeah. The pain of all our video calls.
Yeah, I kind of didn't. Although Discord's got that thing that supposedly blocks everything out, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can put that in OBS too. We can.
Oh, okay.
Fiddle with it.
Maybe we could try. It kind of makes things sound a little bit. I can't remember. I feel like there is a downside to it. It's not perfect, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, you just have to find the right balance, I guess. But I think you can kind of find the right spot where it's not too muffled and you sound like you're on a podcast with a million filters.
Yeah, sure.
Next stream, suddenly Louis' voice is going to be so bassy and just all lower range.
I could add a compressor now. We could do the radio voice thing. I know. Does streamers use compression on their voices?
Yes.
Well, maybe that's the next step. Got the follower notification.
Yeah, I mean, once the game is out, what are you gonna do? You just keep streaming, become...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna continue streaming, drawing various flower pots. That's my retirement plan. Yeah, I remember when that thing came out, I was eating crisps, and nobody could tell I was eating crisps. That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Although, it's week 3, my local Tesco hasn't stocked cheese and onion crisps.
Oh my god.
And then I went to Asda's, and they haven't got any either. I don't know if
no.
something's happened in the supply chain with cheese and onion.
Yeah,
Um,
just like Norway ran out of butter once.
really.
Yeah, there was a butter crisis. And during like the beginning of the pandemic, you know, like how there was like toilet paper shortages,
Yeah.
which people were hoarding, but over here it was potatoes.
Really.
At least, you know, in my local area. Um, yeah, we were low on potatoes, and but
um,
you know, I guess potatoes are smart. So
Back when I used to do sourdough, I remember thinking because there was a big yeast shortage and everyone from the pandemic, and I was like, suckers, I got my own yeast. But then there was also a flour shortage, so I couldn't even feed my starter. So I just watched it die in my hands. It couldn't be fed, and it turned into ethanol. And yeah, so
yeah,
swings and roundabouts.
it's weird. The sourdough starters, like, it's so weird that it's just like a living entity.
Oh, sort of many millions of living entities. I think.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Kind of, you know, like,
and yeah, there's Nez Chan in the Discord. I keep meaning to try their thing of um, using raisins in water as a starter, because I feel like
oh,
that would be cool.
yeah.
There probably wasn't a shortage of raisins during the pandemic, because that's literally, it was over on Mastodon. He was like, they were like, I got, I'm okay because I'm using raisins. I thought, that's what I need to
Smart.
be on. Yeah.
Yeah. We lived through the sourdough arc of the pandemic. We really did. You know, like some people are feeling nostalgic for the beginning of the pandemic when we were like
Yeah, I
the
was
in
talking
the
just
thick
about
of
that the other
this.
day. Yeah.
Yeah. And then some people are angry that, you know, because obviously, you know, not everyone had such a great time
Mm.
um in the beginning or, you know, at all during the pandemic. But I can see both sides, and I definitely think that there was definitely like a feeling of like togetherness in the lockdown kind of.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mm.
And I mean, at the time when the lockdown happened, at least in the UK, it was really nice weather. It was sort of a bit of a joke because um, we'd had terrible weather,
Once-
and then the lockdown came in, and then it was really, really lovely weather. And but I feel like if the weather had been awful, I feel I think we were almost lucky to have the nice weather, because it sort of, looking back at it, it was kind of that beginning of spring and everything, and you could still go out to exercise and things, but if it had been really miserable stuck inside, I don't know.
Mm.
I feel like it would have been even worse. But maybe
Hi,
that's just me.
Jacob. Yeah.
Wordle is
Um,
to 2022. Did I do I did the Wordle this morning? Yeah. I won't.
I haven't done it. I don't do it that often, but
Uh,
it seems from what I saw on Twitter that today's Wordle was kind of challenging. Um,
I think I know. I got really lucky. I can't remember what it was now, but my first word was an anagram of the word. So,
oh.
um, and actually, my first word was that was spoiler. I won't say. I just realised I was going to reference a video, but if people have seen it, then you failed. Oh no, I'm trying to think. What the word was.
Hmm.
I oh no, maybe I've forgotten. Maybe that was the other days. Maybe I'll do it again. But yeah, I really like the idea of Wordle. I like that you can sort of, I guess in a world of where everything feels really locked down and stuff, it's quite cool that Wordle just like you can cheat at it if you want to, um, but like I don't know, nobody does.
Yeah, yeah, that's actually very impressive.
It's kind of hard to describe. Like I could see them building it in such a way that you have to like log in and you make
Mm.
sure that then your time zone is sort of all. But I kind of think it's kind of cool how simple the whole thing is, and that
Yeah.
everything is just done on like an honor system, um, in a way. There are lots of words with the same last four letters and different first letters. Yeah, that's actually, I think that's really the only time I failed once, and it was exactly that. I couldn't find the first letter, but I had the other four were green. Um, you just sit there and go through all the potential first letters and then just watch yourself fail.
Oh, I see. So in my Discord, it's okay to spoil. I understand. Oh no, it's just the
It made me want to
emojis.
pass away. Oh my word.
Jacob, I understand.
That's a
I can
phrase.
see it. It's in my my sub channel. So sorry, Louis, you'll have to subscribe to me on
Darn.
Twitch.
Is it exclusive?
It's exclusive, wives only.
Damn.
Jacob is a wife, so.
Literally in the bathroom yelling and my partner thought I'd fallen at myself. And I had, just not physically. Oh dear.
The emotional distress of Wordle is a video essay that's probably going to come out like in a few years.
I think in a few years Wordle will just be like just another one of those, like Sudoku is, you know.
Yeah. Oh my
Just
God,
a thing, just a format, you know.
Yeah. You know, I know that the shading on this one's head is like actually not that, and it's just the useless spirit.
Sort of coming through, yeah.
But for the last half hour, I've just been like, yeah, that's the shading on the face.
Oh, I see, and you didn't realise.
Yeah, intentional.
I should. I like the useless one. I think they might be my favourite. I think the lying up is better than the lying down. I've decided. I don't know. I do kind of like both. I'll probably have variations.
Yeah, maybe just like have both, and it's just like a random, you know.
Yeah.
Or maybe they can flop over.
No, that requires animation, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
We can do animation, but not only with. That's like a multiple state animation, or so. I don't know how to describe it, but
Yeah.
you can't just move the thing and make it that. You have to draw multiple states.
Oh, drawing the 45-degree angle. No.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry to Wordle trauma dump.
How are the ghosts? They're doing well, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember what the word was today. I'm gonna have to do it again. I've totally forgotten. I usually do it in the evening, and for whatever reason, I did it this morning.
Does it? I think it saves. Like if you go back to it on your device, it'll like still be there probably. Or can you do it again? Like I'm not
You
sure.
can, yeah. I've got it on my like. I clear my cookies. Like I don't keep
what's
cookies
that
around.
like?
So no
Too
scores for me.
attached to my cookies.
Second guess as to what the last four letters are.
I think that's what happened to. Is that what happened to Jacob? No, the third guess. And then it was all the last four letters from there.
The only Wordle trauma that I've had is that I went to bed once and I was like, oh, I can't wait to do the Wordle, and then I realised it was 2 past midnight, and I was like,
Oh.
I can't, if I do the Wordle now, I won't have one for tomorrow. So
See, I didn't know how it worked at first, so I did my Wordle in bed, and then I realized that because of time zones, because I was waiting for my partner to do the Wordle too, so I could talk about it, and then once they did, I was like, oh yeah, like here's my screenshot of mine, and then it turns out that obviously because I was in a further ahead time zone, I just spoiled it for him.
yeah, that's rough.
I spoiled the next one. I just didn't. I didn't want to exist either.
A day without a Wordle is no. How did we get around before it? I don't know. I feel like I want them all to have funny shaped heads, but I can't quite settle on.
Yeah. Maybe we should bring out some Katamari references.
So, yeah. And there's mostly like this, aren't they?
Yeah.
It kind of works.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up the list of them. Oh no, they have a
There's
bunch
a
of
range, is
different
there?
shapes. Actually,
I don't
yeah,
mind
they're
long
cool.
end.
They come in all forms.
Oh,
There's a
nice.
mushroom one. Oh my god.
I've never played it. Do you play as these people? Like, you only play as the Let's see if I can. It's this guy, isn't it? You play as.
Yeah, but I think you can unlock more
These
and
look
kind
like
of like
costumes, don't they?
change.
They've all got the same face, don't they?
Oh god, yeah. It's kind of creepy, isn't it?
You can play as the cousins. Are these the
Yeah.
cousins?
Yeah.
There's a cow one, look. Fantastic.
I love cows.
They are all the same face. I thought there was one that wasn't, but I've lost it now. Oh, this guy here. Who's this? Stands out. Yeah, the rest have the same face.
Mm. Katamari is such a great game. Really, really
Is it good?
appreciate that
Is
game.
it just
Yeah, it's
nuts?
just full on bops, you know, absolute bops, rolling things up, making stars. You know, it's an environmental game. So taking back what belongs to the stars, which is everything.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure the story, if I remember it right, is like your dad, the king, messed up everything, and now you have to fix it.
Sins of the father.
Like, yeah, like all the stars are gone, and now you have to go to Earth and like roll up, or different planets, and roll up things to make stars, and then they have to be a certain size for him to be happy. Otherwise,
For
he
your-
literally
For your
like,
dad to be happy. Or...
Yeah. Yeah,
right, okay. He's the one that messed it up.
Yeah, I know. Basically, it's a game about your parent gaslighting you and making you fix his problems. Your dad, the king of all cosmos, got drunk and knocked all the stars out of the sky, and he tells you to make new ones. Yeah, it's really messed up.
It reminds me of that game, Elabits, Eladies. It was called something different that was on the Wii back in the day. And they were all... I can't even remember what you did. I think you just basically trashed your own house. And you got an increasingly big ray gun that could pick things up and trash. Yeah, I think there was lots of little things that looked a lot like those little characters. And you had basically to trash the place and find them. But you would get an increasingly powerful ray gun, and I think at the end of the game you could like lift houses and things, and you'd go around the neighbourhood and, you know, lifting people's houses up to find these little creatures.
It's like a similar vibe.
Here we go. But then I don't know how many were hiding. Oh. Paste. Please paste. Did it not work? There we go. So yeah, there are these like, and then so yeah, this is like the beginning of the game when they're like hiding in your breakfast and stuff. Eventually they, I don't know, maybe they get bigger. I genuinely can't remember, but I don't think many people played it. I think it was a bit unusual. I don't think it was that good either. And they like powered your light bulbs or something. I can't.
He's here,
Aha.
the boy.
My boy. Well, I think we've done pretty well with these guys. I do still want
Yeah.
to do a body for the angry guy, but I might need to come back to that. I'll have a think.
Yeah. It'll come to you in a dream or something.
Yeah, something like that. These things do. I like this guy in his little bowl.
Yeah, he's a vibe.
He's a vibe. I think they're all vibes. I'm still not sure about the angry one. I do like that they're fire, but yeah, I just need to conclude that. I almost feel like a big angry head. I'm still kind of channeling this energy, but I can't figure out how to translate it. And yeah, maybe I'll keep the cylindrical head, but maybe not. I'm not sure. I'm thinking maybe it's kind of cool if they just look like a person.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Umming and ahhing. But yeah, if anybody has any last questions, we tagged this stream AMA.
Yeah. Always ask questions.
just to make up for the 5th tag, because we were only on 4 tags. So I don't know. But yeah, if anybody has any questions about the game, release, as always, but you can always ask me over on Discord. I'm always answering questions over there. Fern's there too. We're talking about what's been going on. We're talking about gardening.
Yeah, people are posting really great pictures of their plants / gardening endeavors.
'Tis the season.
Yeah, it's happening.
So things will happen in that regard. I guess we didn't. Yeah, the Discord didn't even exist last spring, so excited for this spring.
Yeah. There are bunny pictures now too. Amethyst posted one.
Nice.
So if you're not in there, you're missing bunny pictures. I don't think you should be missing bunny pictures.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, I think we're at a good place with these little guys, with these spirits. I think my favourite. I think this one could be good. I do like the bowl, but he's not quite there yet. I like this. This guy turned out better than I thought they would. I think the face looks kind of cool. I don't know about the glowing eyes makes them look a little bit more spooky, maybe, than they need to be.
I'm a fan of the glowing eyes, to be honest.
It's almost like they've seen some, or like
maybe they only glow at night. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it just needs to be more subtle. I guess I'm not sure.
Maybe yeah.
Like that or something. I'm not sure. This guy looks just about as chill as I was hoping. I think it's come across well. They're just not fussed. And then yeah, I think this meets the feeling useless vibe. So all in all, not too bad.
Not too bad.
And
Not
yeah,
too shabby.
what's that?
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. Yeah, I'm not too sure what we'll do next stream. Probably
Something out.
yeah. Probably go back to some more conventional garden stuff. But we'll see. I'll have a think and let you guys know. But yeah, that will be in 2 weeks' time. On the 30th, I guess, coming to the end. Hopefully by then it will be full on
It's so
spring.
wild. It just goes so fast.
It does.
Suddenly we're in April.
Yeah, I can't believe we're already in the second half of March. To be honest, it feels crazy.
Yeah.
But busy times. So, hope to catch everyone there. Let's just go through the final. Yeah, we've got Discord. Follow on Twitter if you're not following on Twitter. Wishlisting on Steam is a really good way to give the game a little bit of support. And yeah, YouTube. We're putting our stuff up on there now, so you can subscribe, or maybe you missed something earlier on and you'd like to catch that up. That's going to be there. So.
Oh, we've missed some chat in YouTube. I'm so sorry.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
We'll get to, because yeah, at the moment I've got the little chat here and I don't have double chat, but I need to figure out a way of having them both up.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks.
We'll improve upon it.
Yeah, we'll improve upon it. The stream is always improving. We had some big leaps and bounds this week, and I'm sure next week there'll be even more. But thanks for joining us, no matter whether you're on Twitch or YouTube. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Steam.
Or Steam. We are technically on Steam. I guess we are. I haven't looked in a while, but that's cool too. But But yeah, I hope everybody has a great rest of their week. And thanks again for joining us. Have a great evening. Take care. Bye-bye.